You see me.
You hear me.
Respect me.
Respect. Due regard for the feelings, wishes, rights, or traditions of others.
We don't have to agree, but I deserve to be heard. I stand my ground. Respect me.
We don't have to be friends, but I deserve your civility. I stand my ground. Respect me.
You don't have to understand my culture, but I deserve to be authentically myself. I stand my ground. Respect me.
I stand in defiance of your need to make me less in order for you to feel adequate.
I stand.
I stand aware that the America that you see and love today is a result of my free labor.
I stand.
I stand knowing that the contempt you have for me was not instigated by me, but perpetuated by the fear you have of me. I stand.
I stand surviving your many attempts to emasculate me. Indeed, I thrive despite it.
I stand realizing that you take many things from me, but I will not allow you to take my respect.
I am a man.
I am a proud man.
I am a proud black man.
I am authentically, undisputedly, unapologetically a proud black man.
I am authentically, undisputedly, unapologetically a proud black man.
I am authentically, undisputably, unapologetically a proud black man.
Respect me. I have done more than enough to deserve it, and still you withhold it.
The bill is past due.
You owe me.
Respect me. Respect me.
Respect me.
Yo, what's up? What's up? This is your boy, Mr. Smokefella in the house, man. We are back at you. We started the show with a little ode to saving Black Lives Matters, man. This is how we starting off the show, man. So we're gonna get it in today. And I got new hosts with me today, man. We got some people that's not gonna be with us, like Lucky Lefty, my man PG69. They had to take the weekend off, man. So we got some new cats on the stage. So man, I'm just gonna bring them all to the stage, and we gonna just get it in. You heard me? We just gonna get it in. What's going on, fellas? Start to bring y'all in. And my man, KDL. What's up, KDL? Say what's up to the people, man.
What's happening, everybody? How y'all doing this morning?
We got our resident angry man back in the house. What's going on?
What's going on, brother? How everybody doing? I'm back, ready to get it started. Let's go.
And you know, this is his second time within 2 weeks. My man, Juice Lee. What's going on, baby?
What's good, y'all? Let's get to it. Let's make it happen. All you good fellas and Slyvester, let's go.
And new first time on, long time guest, my man, resident DJ, one of the resident DJs for the SmokeFellas, DY Nemesis. What's up, man?
Man, honor and a pleasure to be out here. Good morning, everybody. Can't wait to get engaged with these topics today.
Man, we're about to get it in as usual, man. I don't think we got our man Ivan in the house today, man. I think he has some things going on. Hope all is well with my brother. But we're gonna keep this show on the road, and we're gonna get right to it. So, as we usually do, we put some smoke in the air, and man, we had a rough one this week, man. Comedian activist Paul Mooney passes at the age of 79. Man, he wrote for Sanford and Son, Living Color, and he was Mr. Negro Domus himself, Dave Chappelle. Man, give it up to my man. He had a powerful career, man, and you know that's a tough loss for the comedic world out there. You know, my man Drinks got a lot of jokes like my man Drinks. This one hit you hard, man.
Oh man, it's definitely a heavy one because you look at any comedian over the past 50-something years, he probably done wrote for him. Whether it's Red Fox, Richard, Mooney been around, man. Definitely a legend, man. And you know, I remember some of his early stuff on like with Robert Towns and them, and of course everybody know him from Dave Chappelle. But man, we definitely had a loss with that legend, man. You know, much respect to Paul Mooney.
Yeah, KDL.
Man, much respect, man. Paul Mooney was a funny dude, man. And anytime you write for, think about this. He wrote for legends. So that was a bad man, man. It's funny as hell to me. But yeah, rest in peace, man. Much respect.
Yeah, man, that's a tough one. DY Nemesis, your first comment on the show, baby.
You know, one thing I say about Paul is, and I don't think he get enough credit for it, is, you know, his social commentary. To me, he's like that mixture of Richard, Red, and you sprinkle a little Dick Gregory in there. He had a lot of social commentary, but he always put the humorous spin to it. And that's one of the things I always appreciated about Mooney was, you know, him bringing light to social issues, especially about our people.
Yeah, that is true. Speaking of Dick Gregory, what you got to say, Sly Dog?
Hey, man, look here. Dick Gregory, one of the best of all time, and his team. Hey, look here. He wrote for Richard, man, to his best friend, one of his closest friends, Richard Pryor, man. He even wrote for Richard on the first episode of Saturday Night Live. And on that scene with him and Chevy Chase, when he was trying to get that job, if you ever watch Saturday Night Live, that one, that's a classic. You know what I'm saying, DY? With him and the word game, him and Chevy Chase, dude, that's still the funniest one ever.
That's classic. That's classic right along with Eddie Murphy and Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood.
Yes,
those
sir.
are classics.
Yep.
Hey man, what's up, Pat? I see you out there watching the show. Getty, Ed, what's up, man? Hey, so let's get into this sports thing that we like to do every weekend, man. Watching pro boxing, man. Okay. How can arbitration stop a fight? And I'm speaking about Deontay Wilder. He canceled the agreement between Joshua and Fury where they're going to have a unification bout. He canceled it, went to court so he can get his third try, his third beatdown. KDL, you got this look on your face like, WTF, what's up?
No, I honestly got the look on my face because I don't know why we're not starting off with the NBA playoffs. We smack dab in the middle of it. But that's neither here nor there. Wilder, I don't, the way he got beat down, and you got to remember Wilder fired his corner. Y'all remember that? After that fight, he fired his corner. So now, I don't know what Wilder we're going to see. Because I heard that Floyd offered to train him. He turned it down. So I don't know how you're going to beat Fury. I'm not saying Fury is all that, but I don't see Wilder beating him, especially changing trainers. One of the greatest ever offered to help you out. You blew him off. So I don't know what's the fight for. I don't know. I guess it's a payday. I really don't get it, but I ain't even looking forward to it, to be honest with you, because I know Fury going to win.
Angry man.
Hey, look here, man. The man fired his people because he wore a 40-pound suit to the ring, and he claimed that's one of the reasons why he lost. Why don't we stop it, man? It is what it is. Dude, you got your ass whooped. Point blank, bottom line. So what you did was you wanted the court to come in so you can get a third ass whooping. Well, you know what? I hope it happens. So that's the way you can get 3 ass whoopings with the court say so in the last one. Good luck.
DY.
You know, I'm gonna take it one step further and get you to think about something. This just came out probably like the last 48 hours.
Mm-hmm.
So this whole arbitration deal, would you consider it to be a power play? Because I heard that Fury's camp is putting together an offer of upwards almost close to $10 million and guaranteeing him the winner that come out of the fight between Joshua and Fury if they let them go ahead and fight. So it could be considered a power play, not necessarily that he really want to take on Fury, but why not take 10 million, sit around for a year, watch these two beat each other up, and then you get the winner of it.
Okay, it makes a little sense.
Well, DY, he could have took the year off, let them beat each other instead of going for his third ass whooping. That don't make any sense. I mean, dude, that's just nuts.
I agree with Sly on that, man. He campaigning for another ass whooping. He like, let me jump in and get whooped again, and then y'all fight. No, let them fight. Sit back.
Right.
Get that money.
Then he gonna try to come back after that.
Hey, now Kev, that little dig you had out there to start, I'm gonna let you slide with that. So we're gonna continue this on. But I'm just gonna tell you to be cool down there.
Hey man,
be cool down there.
Man. First thing came off my mind, brother.
But this the guy that told me he not really petty, but that's neither here nor there.
That wasn't petty. I'm just saying, man.
I ain't talking about you. I ain't
petty.
Hey. Now since we still in this realm of boxing, your boy is coming back after a 2-year hiatus at age 42. Manny Pacquiao.
Come on, boy.
That's your boy. You're a Pacquiao fan.
Never. Pacquiao, he already the governor. Now what else do he want? He the governor, he the minister, he the preacher, he everything down there.
Well,
you remember he had a tax part. He had some type of IRS or something, man. Remember?
Right.
That's why he kept fighting.
Well, you know what? It's okay. Roy Jones kept fighting. Why not him?
He won Errol Spence. Now, I know Errol Spence spent a year away because he was in that bad car accident, but he came back and showed that he still got them hands. Pacquiao is 42. Errol Spence is 31. I don't think he really wants that smoke. DY, what you think, man?
I don't really think he wanted either. You know, one thing about boxing, everything is always about money. It's about the bread. So, you know, it really should be Spence trying to go for Terrence Crawford because that's going to be the real big payday within that weight class. But you know, is this a legitimate warm-up fight, or is this just another purse for him to draw because he's been off work for a year, almost a year, trying to get back? You know what I'm saying? He already back in ring shape. He back in game shape. So what do you got to prove other than putting some more money in your pocket?
Mm-hmm.
But y'all know the problem is why Spence and Crawford can't happen is because Bob Arum is in the damn way once again. They in two different promotions.
Yep,
Pacquiao and Spence is in the same promotion. It's an easy fight to make, right?
Right.
But everybody knows Spence supposed to be fighting Crawford. Like everybody who watch boxing is supposed to. We know that.
That's what
once
they want.
Again, Bob Arum is in the damn way.
And once again, I hope they don't do the like Pacquiao and Mayweather wait so long that it's like my man KDL would say, it's neither here nor there. It's like we don't care now. Right. They out of their primes. They ain't had a million fights, and now you want to put them when they on the down, when they supposed to be on the down slope of their career. Now you want to put them together. Give the people what they want, man.
That's what's going to end up happening, though. They're gonna fight at some point.
I think Pacquiao, like we spoke on Floyd last week, man. He's sitting there home bored. He wants some attention. He don't really care. He wants some attention, man. That's all. Man, sitting at home. He tired of looking at TV and Modelo's and everything, and he want to get out there and get his snot box rocked. So let him get it,
He
I don't know what y'all said
sitting
about
at home drinking his own pee, huh? Because that's what he do.
Well, that's nasty and terrible. But I don't know what y'all said about my boy Floyd last week, but whatever it was, it better be respectful.
He the biggest clown in the circus right now.
Right. We probably said he shouldn't be fighting dude because it's beneath him. But go ahead. That's respectful.
First of all, he done already proved he the best boxer to ever play in his weight class, to ever fight in his weight class. So that's neither here nor there. We're going to stop that. Now, what he decides to do now is for entertainment. That's fine. Let it go. Wrestlers become actors. Okay. Y'all ain't say nothing about that. You know,
man,
this
tell
is
him to
what
go
the
to the
man wanna do.
WWE then. If he wants to do shenanigans, tell him to go sign with Vince McMahon.
Wow.
Listen, watching Mayweather box Paul Logan is like watching Sly's pro debut playing Jack's Baby. Nobody want to see that.
Nobody.
Baby.
Nobody want to play Jack's Baby. Come on.
Baby.
So you're going to insult me?
You've been gone for a while. Protect yourself at all times.
I know. I'll take it.
But you know what? I'm going to go ahead and give you what you want and give you your Angry Man segment back because you want to talk about my man, Tony La Russa.
Oh, yeah. Oh, absolutely. Tony La Russa is a 76-year-old drunk that, first of all, never should have got the job. He only got the job because the idiot that owns the Sox fired him. Well, actually, Hawk Harrison fired him, okay? And he wanted that back. Tony La Russa, these unwritten rules are absolutely pathetic. You know, all this sportsmanship, all this. First of all, Tony La Russa, you absolutely bogus. So your best hitter, you say is clueless. Then you turn around when they throw at him, say you didn't mind it. Then your best pitcher, who lost yesterday, who actually got no decision, should have won that game yesterday, Carlos Rodon, he comes out and says something. You tell Rodon he got a locker, you got an office. I mean, come on, dude. Are you serious? So I'm an avid Sox fan. I wish he get drunk in the clubhouse and don't wake up. I can't stand Tony La Russa. The Sox are winning beyond him. Them unwritten rules is absolutely pathetic. You so far behind the game now that is just ridiculous, man. You need to let it go. They should have hired a younger coach, man. And it's just disappointing. Hopefully, he already the reason why they lost 3 games this season. Okay, they should be way ahead of the Indians than what they are. And then they lose last night. But it's just absolutely ridiculous, man. I hate you, Tony La Russa. I'm coming to see Sox Cubs, and I hope they make it to the playoffs in spite of you and your problems.
Damn, did he just say you hate the man?
Yes.
Yeah, I ain't gonna say I hate the man, but let me tell you something about team sports. And I don't care if this is high school, college, pros, or whatever, right? If you have a coach that don't have your back, for me, I wouldn't have respect with him. And I would have walked in their locker room and told them I didn't have respect for him. First of all, you don't let that out the locker room, number one. Right?
Right.
If you want to test the dude and say, here, rookie, look, man, this is how baseball goes, you do that in the locker room. You don't say that in the press. And then when they throw at the man, you say, well, I didn't mind it. It's unwritten rule. Well, what if you got hit in the head, La Russa? What if you got hit in the head and now you're out for the year? Would you mind that? So to me, you should have lost the locker room. And the dude, I don't care if you're a rookie or not, I can't respect you. You ain't got my back. And then if you'll do him like that, and if I'm his teammate, you'll do me like that. So, hey, why are you our coach? Why are you coaching us? That's how I would look at it. But that's just me. That's just me. Any coach don't have your back, bro. I can't play for you. I have no respect for you. That's just me.
I'm very disappointed in you guys right now because if you can't stand behind a drunk, who can you stand behind?
I guess you're right. I take back what I said.
I mean, now that you put it,
apparently they stayed behind him. There wasn't no locker room revolt enough.
But I'm talking about you guys bashing one of our fellow drunks that got us in first place.
He is that. He is that.
Look at the big picture. Hey, look at the big picture of beer, not the small glass. We in first place.
Hey, man. I'm telling you real talk. If I was a veteran on that team or I was, Tim Job been there for a minute. I'm tenured. I ain't having that, bro. We're gonna have a big discussion about that.
Like Abreu.
Yeah, Abreu should have said something. He got enough tenure. He got enough clout to say it.
But that ain't
First of all,
what
you
Abreu do.
Abreu got enough clout to say it. You pretend you show your rookie, I got your back. The team shows, hey man, that's disrespectful. We ain't like that. That's our team.
Tim Anderson came out and told him. Tim Anderson got on social media.
Yeah,
he got on Twitter. He came, but Tim Anderson is now the leader of the clubhouse. So they just designate him the leader. He came out. He said, "You know what? We got your back." You know.
Well, it's players around the league. It's players around the league that's standing up for him. Like, man,
CC went in.
Right.
Y'all hear CC Sabathia?
CC wasn't playing. CC wasn't playing at all.
Dude, he cussed him out.
CC hate the dude. Apparently, I don't know what that was. He went in.
but look at Trevor Bauer, the pitcher for the Dodgers. He said, if you hit me 3-0, okay. Basically, if they gonna put a position player in instead of a pitcher, it's fair game. Hit him too. Hit him too.
Guess what? If he would have got up there and got struck out by, that's gonna hit his stats.
Yep.
He a rookie. He trying. It's a numbers game for him because he's trying to get that long bread. You know what I'm saying? It's all about the number game in baseball. Yes, it's ultimately a team about the team, but everybody got personal stake in this. Well, he does. And to get up there, and what if it would have been a strike? You know what I'm saying?
Hey man, it all went left when you put a position player in. You shouldn't have did that. So shut up. Get over it. He swung at it. He hit it. Not only he swung at it, he hit it out the park. So you shouldn't have put a position player in there to begin with. That's y'all fault. Hey, you're gonna get mad at him.
Hey Kev, you underselling it, man. When you saying hit it out the park. Hey man, he crushed that ball.
Yeah.
And stood there and watched it.
Hey, took him to town.
Hey, DY. And he gave the disrespectful bat flip.
Backflip.
Right.
Look, man, I don't find it, it's funny he used the term disrespectful. I look at it like this. Was Tiger Woods being disrespectful when he was running up to scoring all these mugs on these golf courses and made them change the game? Hell no. They was applauding his ass. Applauding, exactly. They was applauding. That's what made me think about it for a minute. They was applauding him left and right. So, LaRusse and his old-fashioned ways, man. Here's the thing. He got 1 year. He got 1 year to try to win a championship with this team. I can't see him. I don't care how long his contract is. I do not see him staying with the Sox past 1 year. Rick Hahn didn't want him. The fans ain't standing behind him. The fans is behind the players more than anything else. So, he got 1 year to figure it out.
As long as it's a bar at the ball stadium, I'm standing behind LaRusse. LaRusse is the president. LaRusse is the president.
It's a bar, and he damn sure gonna be there.
Damn right.
Damn right. But by the time you get there, Sweets, he'll be asleep, just like he is on the damn bench.
Whoa.
Hey, DY, I totally agree with you. When Tiger was in the Masters, he was up by 16, killing them, and steady going. If y'all don't want them to swing, and you put a position play in, put a 10-run rule in the majors. Then
that's what CC said. Call
put
the
a
game.
10-run rule. Call the game.
Call the game.
Let's stop this. Some of these unwritten rules are just absolutely pathetic. They stupid, man. It's unnecessary.
Well, a lot of sports have these unwritten rules. You know what I'm saying?
I like baseball.
No, you right on that. But the thing is, this is a question that I've been wanting to ask y'all, man. With baseball, and let's just keep it on baseball. I'm gonna keep it on baseball. Don't you think it's time for baseball to start to evolve, man? Because here in America, they are starting to lose, interest. When I say interest, I'm talking about kids coming up to play baseball and all that. You're not having the kids that are, in the little leagues and all of that stuff continuing, because they would rather play football basketball, you know, because that's the limelight. That's what they see on TV. So that's what they want to gravitate to. And remember, back in the day, baseball was big in my era when I was coming up. You had baseball, football. Football wasn't even as big as baseball when I was growing up. It was basketball. You was either gonna play basketball or you gonna be playing baseball. Football came along later when I was growing up. So they need to change, man, and stop being so old school and get some type of swagger about themselves, man. It's crazy.
Well, that's what Tim Anderson and them. Tim Anderson, the shortstop for the Cubs, Trevor Bauer. That's what these young guys are trying to do. They trying to change that perception. Blacks ain't even playing baseball no more. In the 70s, we had a big percentage of us playing. Look at them. I bet some of the best players in baseball is African American. Our kids will stop because it's too boring. Because baseball, man, don't want to change. They already third in the ratings. They don't have football, basketball, and now it's baseball. They used to be America's pastime.
What could they change, though? I mean, I can see if y'all speaking on marketing, but what could you change about the game of baseball? Like, what you gonna do? Bring the bases in, or
no? They trying to speed it up.
Huh?
They trying to speed the game. They trying to speed the game up. That's why they hired the Cubs' old general manager. That's his job in Major League Baseball, to try and find ways to speed the game up, to make the game more modern. Because it is what it is, Sweets. I agree. But they trying to, like now, they want to lower the mound, do this, because now, let me tell you this. They didn't have, what, 7 no-hitters?
Right.
And within the stretch, and they owed my man one, but they took his from him, which is another stupid rule, because it was only 7 innings. Well, that's all the game called for. Okay? So now they saying, well, wait a minute, that's an issue now, because that's messing with our numbers. Is because of knowing in a perfect game, it used to be every now and then. Now it's happening on the regular. Yeah. Okay? Rodon almost came close to one into the 6th inning yesterday. Right. You know, so they finding that to be an issue. So now they're trying to figure out ways to lower the mound, moving in. Baseball just tinker too much.
Sweets, you hit it right on the head. You said marketing. When was the last time you seen a commercial with a baseball player?
They only show baseball commercials when the playoffs about to start, or if you got a game about to come on Fox. But you're right. You don't see no Ken Griffey's or nobody like that.
No, you don't see that no more.
And Nike ads or nothing no more.
You don't see the Nike ads, the Adidas, or none of that. You also don't have, remember, you had the home run champion. When you had Bonds and you had Sosa and what's my man?
Steroids.
Yeah.
McGuire.
You know what I'm saying? You had that, and it was entertaining to watch. And it was like, man, okay, you want to see what they're gonna do every night. You don't have a big star. You ain't got no Jeters and A-Rods and stuff in the league no more. They pumping out in the ad.
No, that's because they testing these guys more. Because if you're gonna let the juice just run through the league, then they'll give you a show every night. We seen Sosa and McGuire. They gave us the best show ever, and they was juiced up.
Smoking from Juice League.
That's why I was about to go with it. Baseball has changed. You want to know how it's changed? The balls and the players was juiced. So it was home runs galore. Remember that? Baseball had made a lot of money off that. Remember that? But now, all of a sudden, you're getting a lot of no-hitters because the players ain't juiced no more.
I should have been in the league too. I'm juiced.
You know what I mean? But you gotta look at, first of all, baseball is not as popular as it used to be. But you watch basketball. Now basketball is more offense oriented. They done went away from centers. Now it's all about 3-point shots. The NFL, you can't hit nobody no more. Now it's all about touchdowns and high scoring. So other sports have evolved. Baseball has not. And if they did, they went in the opposite direction. They went from juice balls and juice players with home runs to now no hitters. But nobody want to see that unless you're really into baseball. You want to see the home runs.
Let them start playing Piggy then. Maybe that'll get entertaining. Play Piggy in between.
Whoa. You went way back to Piggy.
Piggy?
For strikeout.
At the family picnic?
Right. Play some Biggie or something, man. Bring the softballs out or something, man. You got to do something. Like Ben say, they got to do something, man.
Man, Nike need to get them an injection and straight put a play on the map or something, man. Tennis is overriding them now.
Give my man Spice Adams a job in the MLB. He'll promote him.
That's my man's, man. That's my man's.
Oh, yeah.
That dude is hilarious.
Spice is that dude, man. Fellas, what did y'all think about the Hall of Fame class, man? Now, you had Chris Bosh, Paul Pierce, Ben Wallace, C. Webb, Kobe, Coach. I mean, let's talk about it, man. Out of all those players, who was the one player that you were surprised to get in, KDL?
Out of all those players, I would say Coach. Is shocking to me. So I need to understand what's the criteria for the Hall of Fame. Is it the Basketball Hall of Fame? Is it the NBA Hall of Fame?
Basketball.
Is it the International Hall of Fame?
Basketball.
I'm trying to see it's total basketball, regardless of what you do. Okay.
Right.
College and all.
That's why Tamika Catchings got in, because it's all basketball.
Yolanda Griffin.
Basketball. Women. Well, no, some of them women belong in. Yolanda Griffin was a bad girl. So was Tamika Catchings.
Carver's very own.
Yeah, some of them belong in, man. Old girl out of Australia, I forgot her name. Lauren, somebody, she retired.
Lauren Jackson.
Lauren Jackson. Lauren Jackson's a bad girl before she got hurt. So some of these women deserve they flowers, bro. So a lot of them have to go overseas and play 365 days a year just to get back to the WNBA. Well, they didn't already play 15 years overseas. You just didn't know about it. So a lot of them deserve their flowers too. But the Hall of Fame, anybody getting there now, man. Anybody getting there now. So I just want to know the criteria. A lot of them ain't got championships.
I wasn't surprised. I wasn't surprised by anybody that got in. I think the thing that surprised me the most, and we just got through talking about a coach that drank, but I think they need to test Pop. And I say that to say he
Greg
comes, huh?
Pop Greg San Antonio?
Greg Popovich, yeah. No, it was Rudy T, wasn't it? Rudy T.
That was Rudy T.
Yeah, Rudy T.
Rudy T.
That's Rudy T.
Said Robert Horry need to be in the Hall of Fame. In the words of the guru, if Robert Horry drive by the Hall of Fame, they should lock him up. There's no way you going a beautiful weekend like this, you're gonna campaign for Robert Horry. Come on, man.
That was his player, man. He taking up for his player.
Come on, man. Robert Horry.
Hey, Sweets, you can talk me to death. I agree. But Ben Wallace, though? Ben Wallace? Stop,
Hey,
Sweets.
man. He had a nice little defensive run. Like Kevo said, he got a title. He was a great role player. Now, like I have a question, like Kevo said, I have a question about the criteria, because like I questioned how did T-Mac get in it before C-Web. I think these guys getting these.
But y'all need to stop. He got 7 rings. So you bring up Ben Wallace got 2. Robert Horry's got 7. Ben Wallace is one of the better basketball players than Robert Horry. Period.
What?
Man, Horry hit a couple of big shots. Go look at Horry numbers and go look at Wallace. Wallace was a consistent rebounder.
He led the league in rebounds for years.
Right.
So did Dennis Rodman, who was a better basketball player.
And he's a Hall of Famer.
He's a Hall of Famer.
But don't disrespect. Robert Horry, I'm not saying, what I'm saying is, if you let this garbage motherfucker in, excuse my language, this garbage dude in, you gotta let Robert Horry in.
Hell no.
I agree, you got to.
Hold on.
So, Sly, you think he should be in?
Hey, Kev, look at this list.
If you let Ben Wallace,
you got Chris Bosh, Paul Pierce, Russell, Ben Wallace, Coach, Kobe. What's the one thing that they got in common over C-Web?
Championships.
They got championships. But like Sweet say, well, how did T-Mac get in? He ain't never even played in a conference final for crying out loud.
Now that right there
get in before Chris Webber. But y'all know why Webber get in at first. Y'all know they
You can't say what T Mac did.
Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second.
Go ahead.
They made Weber sit for a year because of that Michigan shit. They made him sit out a year because he was supposed to be in last year.
He's supposed to be a year before that. Weber been
a year before that. So y'all know they made him sit for lying on trial, right? That's why they made him sit. He should have, basketball wise, he should have been in championship or no championship. So that's what I'm saying. I don't understand the criteria.
Yeah,
you can't put T-Mac in before you put Weber in. I agree, Sweets. How does that happen?
Yeah, that right there, that's a great question that need to be answered. But we will never get that question answered because we've been asking that question for years. What's the criteria? And you know what? We ask that same question with a whole lot of stuff. MVPs, you know what? Matter of fact, let's go ahead and get into it, dog. Before we get into the playoffs, man, we got to talk about your boy Kwame Brown. What is going on? I mean, this right here has been ringing off for the last week and a half, and this dude has went on social media in his car, in his house hallway. I think he was sitting on the toilet one day going off on social media. And he been pointing the finger at Stephen A., Steven Jackson, a couple of the ladies off of ESPN, and he really been going at your boy.
Like I said on my page, Kwame Brown, and maybe he'll hear us say something. He might want to join next week or whatever, or send us a shot. But he made more points this week clapping back than he did all 12 years in the NBA. Everybody know the dude, like they say, you can't call him a bum. He was the #1 pick. So you call him an underachiever or whatever. But now with
you call him a bust.
Yeah.
That's when you the #1 player selected and you don't make a big impact in your career, you just like Sam Bowie.
You know what's happening right now?
Sam Bowie
somebody just called and told him what you said, and you're gonna get an Instagram video in 15 minutes because the guy ain't got nothing but time.
Hey, we can handle this smoke, dog. We can handle this smoke on this show.
I thought it should have been over with after 2 days, man. It's gone too long. You're giving this guy too much attention now. Like, I'm over that circus. It's over with.
Well, what I am going to do, and I'm going to jump in here, and I'm going to defend him. He was 18 years old. Now, he was 18 years old, and I was reading some other stuff because I got deeper into it. He had a full scholarship to go to Florida. The man came from absolutely nothing. So he had a full ride to go to Florida. He said in the piece I read, Michael Jordan drafted him to train him for Elton Brand. Okay. So what I'm not going to do at an 18-year-old is completely crucify him. He wasn't the #1 pick. He wasn't that great. Say what you want. He still spent 12 years in the league. Now, what I'm not going to let y'all do, defend Matt Barnes because he did get his woman took. So what we not going to do is make it seem like what we not going to do is make it seem like Matt Barnes didn't get his bra took by 6 foot Derek Fisher.
Let's stop this, man. Let's stop this.
What I'm not going to do is I'm going to light-skinned dudes today. And when we get to the other one, this is going to happen. Okay?
Hold on, man.
He got his woman took. Derek
Fisher, gonna stop this, man. You gonna stop this
was in his house, and so what?
You gonna stop this buffoonery, dog? Where you gonna talk about Matt Barnes getting his girl took because you know that's not how it went down. They were separated and possibly going to a divorce, and you had that nothing. You talk about Derek Fisher like that? That dirt bag.
Don't you talk about Derek Fisher?
Tried to move in.
You talk about Kevin Louder than third. Don't you talk about Derek Fisher like that?
Hey. I'm gonna bring this around full circle. First of all, if your ex-teammate go after your girl that you know that was your ex-girl, that's terrible, and that's man law. That's #1. But let's get back to Kwame Brown. I a little bit agree with Sly that they've been dogging this dude for years and calling him a bust, right? Mm-hmm. Kwame Brown, right?
Mm-hmm. Mighty
funny, the dude that Cleveland drafted #1. What's his name? I dare y'all to say it. Thank you. Y'all don't even know who the hell he is.
Yeah, dude was Williams was his last name.
He was a real bust.
He ain't even
Kwame
playing
Brown,
it. He's been out the league like this first year.
Ain't never heard of. That's what you call a bust. Any dude that play in the league for 12 years, and he bounced around a little bit, Washington, Lakers, I think Philly, whatever. He bounced around. The man was in the league, made a lot of money 12 years. If you read the story, which I did too, the reason why he's clapping back, he's sick of people saying he'll bust. I don't agree with all the personal stuff he's saying. We ain't got nothing to do with that. We don't know, right?
I do. I agree with it all.
But they said Michael Jordan drafted him to trade him. Abe Poland rejected the trade, didn't let him do it. So Mike and Doug Collins used to dog him and practice and everything. One of the dudes, Eton Thomas, said that. He said they used to blame everything on Kwame. The man was 17, 18 years old. Mike treated him like a kid, like he ruined his confidence. Gilbert Arenas used to gun him out. Didn't pass him the ball. So you gotta listen to all this and read that stuff.
Well, that's who Mike is. But y'all love him though. That's who he is.
They dog that man, and kind of you coming into a grown man world, and you 18 years old, and you got one of the greatest people you probably looked up as a legend dogging you, right? Trying to trade you. Then when he found that he couldn't trade you, him and the coach blaming you. So that's messing your confidence up. You really never get a chance to shine. Then you get to LA with Kobe. Kobe don't want you. You just happen to be here in the trade.
Hey,
so
hey,
now,
Kevin Lowder. Kevin Lowder, let me stop you right there. You making excuses, because guess what?
I'm not making excuses.
Everything that you just said could be. That's all you got to do. That's all you got to do is flip the switch and use that as motivation to come out and be a dog. Use that as motivation. 18 years old.
Use Damian Lillard.
Use it as motivation.
18 years old, fresh out of high school.
How many players has used that you can't do it?
Everybody ain't the same,
man. Everybody
ain't the same. Man. Everybody can't do that.
It's choices.
You need to quit.
Choices.
Ben. You need to stop, dude.
He had a choice to sit down and just
Hold on, Ben. So you're 18 years old. You coming from nothing. Your family poor, whatever, right? You come straight out of high school, and the very first thing you run into is a dude, that general manager, that tried to trade you. Then you run into the owner blocked it. So now the coach and now the general manager now is your teammate. Now he's back on the floor playing. So he's still dogging you.
You just made my argument. You just made my argument.
So you say shut up and take it, and you're supposed to get motivated. Well, everybody can't do that, man.
The first thing that you just said, he came from nothing. That's your motivation right there. That's your motivation to go out and get it. DY, let me hear what you got to say about this, man.
You so out of touch, being this.
Right.
You completely out of touch, bro.
Let's go, DY.
I think, it's another one of those things, like Sweet said, man. We giving this dude so much time talking about this stuff. And this is X amount of years ago. I understand his youth, him being drafted at an early age probably didn't lead to his development. You could say that about a lot of players. A lot of players fell victim to being drafted by the wrong team at the wrong time. Some players do have their resurgence or they comeback moment and things like that. But for here and now at this point in time, why wasn't you clapping back when you was in shape and could do something about it? When you could go out on the court and you could do something, you could prove to people that you ain't no bust, that you ain't this, that you ain't that. Now all of a sudden you know what I'm saying, behind social media, you this big bad dude and you ain't taking it no more. After X amount of years, come on, man, move on.
We need to stop with the crab in a barrel mentality.
First of all,
we need to stop with that.
Any man has the right to defend his name anytime the hell he gets ready to. So if you on All the Smoke podcast and I'm the butt of your joke, right? Maybe I choose 2021 to clap back. I can defend my name anytime the hell I want. So if you can go on a podcast and say something about me, I can respond back. Now I agree with the social media bad boy.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, Kev.
But now they asking him to come on the show. Matt Barnes said, "Well, come on the show. You got a story to tell. Come on with it." Right? Now let's see what develops now.
That ain't all he said. That ain't all he said now.
I know. That's what I'm trying to leave all the personal stuff out.
Right. But I get you.
Even though Gilbert Arenas did say he used to knock out bodyguards on protecting Gilbert Arenas. Gilbert Arenas said that. So that's why Kwame was like, y'all know who I am, and I know y'all. You gotta read all this.
No, we all know Gilbert Arenas sus anyway. That was
to me that whole podcast with Arenas, I don't like Gilbert, I don't like Matt, and I don't like my man. They all jokes to me. Only thing the whole podcast is a joke. I like the whole podcast is a joke.
You don't like
and the
us.
thing,
y'all
giving props to average to below. You want to talk about somebody that outgunned who went away quick. Let's talk about Gilbert Arenas. He need to get Washington back most of his checks. He got a lot of nerve. Matt Barnes, you played for 10 different teams.
Slide. DY said something very, very intriguing. He's been going at Stephen A too, right? Stephen A been on ESPN and a format for a long time and then said critical things about him while he was playing. Why didn't you clap back then? Kevin just told you why. You gonna wait till 2021? You could have clapped back when you was in the league. How many people have clapped back on Charles? Clap back on Kenny. Then clap back on Shaq.
He had the right, and he said it. He had the right to do it.
Hey, Sly. Yeah. I'm ashamed of you because you always a straight shooter, and for you to keep standing here trying to hold this grown ass man hand because he in the flow throwing a tantrum, it's ridiculous. Whether he was 18, he not 18 no more. He not 18 no more.
You gonna cut me off? Hey, like I said. He completely wrong, Sweets. When I'm saying Sweets, it ain't about defending him, but y'all act like what he's saying don't have any standing. Y'all want to act like what he's saying is not true.
Nobody said anything about what he's saying.
Like I said with my statement, I don't know if it's true or not. I think it's all a waste of time. Like you said, we just had the Hall of Fame last weekend. The Hall of Fame. We talking about 4 cats who ain't gonna never see the Hall of Fame. They've been ringing off all week.
Nah, that's true.
You know what I'm saying? Like how you go from the Hall of Fame to the Hall of Shame in 1 week?
You know, none of them dudes. None of them. Gilbert Arenas, none of them. They act like they got the coldest podcast. Please. All them guys is garbage.
Hey, we really don't know the true story, dog, but I'm gonna stand on this. That's just like if we on this podcast right now and we make somebody the butt of our jokes, right? They got a right to clap back. I wouldn't get mad at them. I wouldn't get offended. I know what I'm saying. So then, hey, they got a right to clap back. And it doesn't matter whether he claps back now or 20 years ago. He has the right to clap back when he wants. Stop acting like he doesn't. Like he doesn't. That's all I'm saying, man. We don't know. It's drama to us,
And I totally agree with you. I totally agree with you, Kev. But like Sweets just said, he basically in the middle of the floor kicking and screaming because he didn't get the juice box he wanted.
That's true.
So tell me that ain't true.
That's true.
That's
true, but some of what he's saying is true too. Why we disregarding that?
Oh yeah,
that's my whole point.
It's true.
Like I said, it ain't for me. I wasn't there, so I don't know if it's true or not. But like I say, what's going on now? It's a shit show. Pardon my language, but it's they want more viewers on their show. They want to get him on the show now, and we talking about four, 5 people that ain't even relevant right now, having a hot week.
I agree with that part.
That's who he acting like. I can turn it out there. DY, you said you had something to say.
I was just gonna say, moving on.
I hear you, DY. So, load management or ducking the champs. KDL, I want you to start off with this one because, all week long, they've been coming to Ty Lue and the Clippers saying they're accused of resting their players because they wanted to avoid a matchup against the Lakers early on. What's your thoughts on that?
It's absolutely true. You don't sit 8 of your players when you play OKC and you play Houston and lose to 2 of the worst teams in the league and say, no, we were just load management. We wanted to make sure we helped. No, you didn't want to remain at 3 because you thought Portland was going to lose their last game. The Lakers won out. So had Portland lost their last game, the Lakers would have ended up 6, which means you would have played them in the first round. So you saw that coming, and what you did is you tanked your last 2 games so you could drop to 4, right? Which, if I'm Dallas, I feel that that's disrespectful. So y'all want to play us? We're gonna see. See, if I'm Dallas, I'll be motivated. But that's neither here nor there. The Clippers are frauds. I've been telling y'all this. You can have all this talent all y'all want. In late game situations, they fold. They have no heart. They don't play together at the end. They panic. And they look at Kawhi to save the day. Paul George will disappear per the usual. Tape this show. When the playoffs start today or tomorrow for them, he will disappear again. And you know what's going to happen? Kawhi is going to leave. That's exactly what's going to happen. So, yes, they did it. And here's what I'm shocked real quick. How can you, Ty Lue? How can you, Rondo? How y'all sign off on this? How y'all scared? So this had to come above Ty Lue's head. Because I know he ain't signed off on it. That had to be management. Had to be. You a champion? And you sign off, you Rondo, you sign off on this? We avoiding people? Come on, man. Come on, man.
Kevo, look at the guys. They ain't want to face the guy that got both of them a ring. You know what I'm saying? Because Lou wouldn't have one without LeBron. Rondo wouldn't have his second one without LeBron. So they running from that fight. But, man, when you talk about the Clippers as an organization, the only way they going to never win a title is if they go to the WNBA.
What?
Whoa.
That team,
the WNBA.
Whoa.
That team, man, that team ain't. I'm putting up a stick now. I'm putting up a stick now because I got Dallas to knock them out. Man, that team ain't nothing but hype. And like you said, Kevo, Kawhi gonna be gone after this run. Right. That team ain't gonna never be nothing, man. They the Lakers' little sisters in that building, man. I ain't gonna even waste no time.
Angry man, I gotta let you loose, man. Let's go.
You absolutely know how I feel. I mean, Ty Lue, you want to say, well, you look back at my history in Cleveland. Well, Ty Lue, you played LeBron in them the last 2 years. When you was in first place, you played him the last game. And when you locked it up, you played him the game before last. So with Ty Lue, stop with the lies. Okay, the bottom line is, Ty Lue, you wanted to avoid the Lakers. It's because guess what? Your so-called confidant or the guy that I'm assuming supposed to be calling the shots, he used to be the Lakers general manager. But that's neither here nor there. Okay. He used to be the Lakers great. So he's relegated to second now. Okay. He's relegated all the way down to second now. So to the second team. So that's neither here nor there. And he's the Lakers great. But hey, it is what it is. Go ahead, DY.
DY, come on, make some sense of all of this, man.
I think at the end of the day, the Clippers gonna find themselves in this situation. They frauds for lack of a better term. They really not out to put a team together that's really gonna do anything in the playoffs. They never have been. It's never been their blueprint. The blueprint for the Clippers has always been to be able to put some seats in the stand because they in Los Angeles, because you can get second-tier famous people coming in, fill those stadium seats in the Staples Center after the Lakers play. So it'd be real interesting to see, though, the response from Luka and company. I'm really anticipating them and they playoff run. It was so much excitement between them, Denver, Utah, these young teams that's now kind of leading the pack. I'm really interested to see what they do in year 2 in the playoffs. I'm more excited for that than I am to see what the response of the Clippers going to be after this, whatever it was they was doing, tanking, whatever you want to call it.
Well, let me put it in and frame it up for you. It's a disrespect to basketball. Kev, I know you agree with me on this, dog. Because you don't duck a team. You want to play the best. You want to play the best whenever. I don't care if you out on a dirt court, the hardwood, wherever. You want that smoke. But for you to tank the last 2 games because you don't run against the King and AD, man, that's an embarrassment to basketball. And if you on this podcast and don't feel that same way, you either play jacks like Sly or you don't know nothing about basketball.
It's funny you say that. It's funny you say that because Clippers and embarrassment to basketball always go hand in hand.
Those are facts.
Well, anytime the LA Kings and the Los Angeles Sparks have more banners than you in the same building, that speaks volumes. And I'm telling y'all, they're gonna blow this up, man. Kawhi only signed a 2-year with an opt-out. This is his second year. He can opt out this summer. They locked up Paul George, so Paul George ain't going nowhere. But you're gonna see Serge Stone. You're gonna see. I'm telling you, they're gonna blow it up because the owner is not gonna stand for this. You blamed Doc last year. You fired Doc. Now you end up number 3. You fall to 4 on your own behalf. You fall to 4. So that's 2 years in a row. I done spent all this money. I ain't getting no results. Oh, the owner gonna make it happen, and Kawhi just gonna walk off. Watch what I tell y'all, man.
Kawhi gonna walk off to the other side of the building and hang his Lakers jersey up.
He might.
Because he don't want to leave LA.
Yeah.
Those are facts.
Man, leave that weirdo. Leave that weirdo where he at.
So before you leave this, and I just want to say this. So the logo, which one of the best general managers of all time,
Kobe
should be in the Hall of Fame for both a general manager as well as a player. You and Lawrence Frank, I don't know how Lawrence Frank ran to a general manager. He got fired from 2 coaching jobs. And then he ended up a general manager.
I don't get that either.
I can't figure that out either. But to leave, but to not sign Rondo when you had a chance in the offseason, but to trade for him, that made absolutely no sense. But that's the Clippers.
Well, y'all see the comment out there from our very own Lucky Lefty? League conspiracy to get the Lakers and Clippers to the Western Conference Finals.
Never.
Yeah, but it ain't. But see, here's the thing: it ain't guaranteed that the Clippers will make it. You can't trust the Clippers to get to the Western Conference Finals. They never played in the damn Western Conference Finals, so you can't trust them to get there. They always get knocked out in the second round. They should have went at the Lakers. They should have went for it while the Lakers are hurt, because by the time you see the Lakers in the Western Conference Finals, the Lakers will be rolling by then. You should have went after a wounded LeBron and a God knows what Anthony Davis right now. You get them in the first round when they trying to get momentum.
What you say? AD was a what?
A God knows what. This is the same dude that hit the back of his foot. I'm gonna never forget this, bro. He hit the back of his foot on the scores table, went to the locker room, and they say the man has back spasms. And he grabbed his foot. Y'all remember that? He grabbed his foot, went to the locker room. They say he's out with back spasms. Now you tell me. So anything can happen to him at any given moment. Love the dude, love his talent. I think he needs to be more aggressive. But on the injury tip, anything can happen to him, man. So
AD is another sign of a person that when he signed the check, he signed that contract, he checked out. You get my drift?
Yeah, he got one ring.
You see what I'm saying?
You're right. You're right. He signed that check. He got that ring. Now it don't stop. You know why it don't stop for you? Because you're supposed to take over the squad when LeBron leaves. That's how it's supposed to go. You're supposed to pass the torch.
Exactly.
Well, you can't pass the torch to this dude. So now the Lakers gonna have to go out and get another starter pair with him. You can't turn the team over to him.
Look, hey, Juice Lee, what you got, man? Come on, Juice.
Oh man, I don't know, man. This is I don't even like talking about this. Disgusting, man.
That's your team.
It's your Clippers, sweet.
No, his team is the Lakers.
Man, I got nothing, man.
Come on, DY.
I'm not buying into no conspiracy theories. I'm buying into pure, real man basketball. This is the playoffs. Everything that happened in the regular season to me is null and void. Everybody's playing every game, and everybody should be in it to win it. So, therefore, you can say what you want to say about our Lakers. You can say what you want to say about these bums on the other side of that court. You can say what you want to say about even some of these up and coming teams, man. When it's all said and done, this is playoff basketball. This is really where it's at right now. So the proof is gonna be in the pudding, and it's starting today. So we'll find out.
DY, you bring up the playoffs. So we might as well start talking about this play-in game.
And
Well,
your
thank
goatee.
God.
And we bringing up your goatee.
This
Well,
play-in.
well, thank God we finally got to this point. But go ahead.
Right.
Well,
and his goatee.
Well, listen. Be cool over there. Be cool over there, angry man, Mr. Lamar. Be
I
cool.
hope she's not watching.
Because this right here is sexy. So just stop that.
Terrible.
Just stop it. To my summertime look, baby.
I can
Summertime. So the play-in game, man. I mean,
he froze up like as soon as he talked about that raggedy goatee in his summertime look. He froze.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
Well, at least he changed his goatee. He ain't changing his hair again.
Hey.
He need to change his Wi-Fi.
This where we going. This where we going. This what we doing. Guess what? Hey, I'm gonna clap back. I'm gonna clap back like you said Kwame can do at any point in time, right? So I'm gonna clap back within the show. How about that? But as they said, man, a lot of people had some negative things to say about the play-in game. You had LeBron that came out and spoke about it. Some of the coaches. Now, I'll say this. When it came to the West, that was basketball, baby. That had us all watching. That had us all looking. And don't tell me you guys wasn't all into it. Now, the East bracket, I mean, that was just like watching Slide Beard grow. Nobody cares.
Nobody about Russell, huh? Boy, y'all disrespectful.
Nobody. I mean,
I'm sick of this.
It was like
sick of this, man.
The East was like the NCAA. Those games that come on Tuesday night. Nobody really was checking for those.
It was like that. It was like that college in Missouri, and I ain't talking about Mizzou. Kevin,
watch your mouth, man.
What Kevo say? The East was intramurals.
The East was intramurals. I don't even know why Charlotte got off the bus.
So let's talk about the play-in games, man. Let's go ahead and talk about them. Let's talk about the East first. I mean, okay, Kev, you said it right. There's no way that Charlotte should have got off the bus, right? Because Indiana made quick work of them in the first 5 minutes of the game. I mean, it was over with. Yep. You knew it was over with.
Yep.
Now, we ain't gonna spend a lot of time talking about that game because guess what? It was trash. But then you get over to the Wiz with your boy, Russell Westbrook. Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead, Sly. Yeah, go ahead.
What about they're in the playoffs? What do you need to discuss? They're the number 8.
Tatum tore their ass up.
Well, Tatum told. I mean, and Kobe came out of them. I give him that. But first of all, we're not going to dismiss Charlotte because the annual fact is Michael Jordan's team got the longest streak of playoff games they've lost. Little tad bit. But he the greatest player ever, you say, but guess what? His team might be the worst ever. But he needs to hear that. Hey, look here. They are in the playoffs. Bill, Indiana got whooped. That shows you how bad my team is. But anyway, Indiana got whooped by the Wizards. Russell Westbrook. When he gets a triple-double, they win 78% of their games. You act like his stats don't matter. No, his stats matter. His stats matter than them 42 points in a loss to you-know-who yesterday. But when we get to that, we'll talk about it. Go ahead, Cam.
So you saying that the same Russell Westbrook that averaged a triple-double, he averaged a triple-double the entire year.
Yes, he did.
We are celebrating the fact that he finished. He had to go on a 9-game winning streak just to get to number 10.
Absolutely.
Then he lost his first game. He should have been done. But he lost his first game because he was 4 of 18 with 5 turnovers and left the floor before the game.
First of all, he was the number 8 seed.
Hold up, bro.
Get that together.
Yeah, no, he ended up number 8. He started at 10. Oh, no,
he didn't.
You're right. He was number 8. He lost the game. And because of no, they had to be number 7 to get another game, right?
No, the 7 and 8 get another game.
7 and 8.
Okay, you're right. So he lost the game, a game in which he was 4 of 18, 5 turnovers, and he actually walked off the floor before the game was over. But that's neither here nor there. So he didn't get a triple-double that game. The next game, they blow out Indiana. So now we're going to celebrate because he's going to run smack dab into the Philadelphia 76ers and then they might get swept. I give him one. The Philly tend to do that. But he's either going to get swept or win one game. Now let's look at his playoff record. How many times he done been swept out the first, either lost the first round, if not second? How many times he done that? Mr. Triple-Double. So he's typically about to do exactly what he does. He's going to barely make the playoffs, and when he does, he's going to leave early.
He didn't consistently lose. He only did it last year when he was when he was with Houston. When Houston losing first, second round.
Then Houston lost second round. That's
okay.
Second round.
Oklahoma City, he never lost in the first round. Okay. Right. So, but what I want you to do is this. I see what killed me is you want to have that same energy with him, but a dude lose at home to a team he beat on the last game of the season. You want to tell me in his defense he don't have a team, but that's neither here nor there. But what I am gonna do is shoot down the myth about the light skinned dude. You need to hurry up and get to it, Bernard, because I'm ready to tear him up. You don't wait till the end of the show. Let's do it now. Let's do it next.
So let's move on to the West playing game. Okay?
Yeah.
DY. What was your thoughts?
There we go.
What was your thoughts on that 7-8 game on Wednesday night? I mean, you know, they built it up to be Steph versus LeBron. Marquee matchup in the play-in game to get everybody drawn in. And guess what? They gave you an exciting-ass game. Ratings was through the roof. What was your thoughts on that game, DY?
They sold what they were marketing. They really wanted to increase the appetite for playoff basketball. And what better way to do it than to put these marquee teams and marquee players together in that type of atmosphere? It's that one and done, you know, or win and you're in type mentality. It's almost like watching the NCAA tournament when it's all on the line. So I think they're going for a little bit of that appetite from fans, and they did it. And not only did they do it in that game, they did it in yesterday's game. I mean, you on the edge of your seat watching I hate to call it the changing of the guard, but you really watch a good young team make their mark and say that we gonna be here for a minute. You better watch out for us. What I saw Ja Morant do was what I saw him do in college when it was all on the line, and he came through.
Hey, you make a valid point there, and it was kind of like when watching that game last night, it was like the last two playing a game of poker, and they pushed all their chips to the center of the table. Sweets, Juice Lee, what's up?
Man, the game, like Wiz will say, the game Wednesday, man, it matched the hype. Man, for a minute, Golden State had them on the ropes. Lakers came back rolling, you know what I'm saying? Got that W. The game last night, man, I kind of felt like Memphis had it because they were going back and forth when Golden State tied it. I was like, man, these young boys ain't backing down. They was hitting 3 after 3. So got to tip your hat to Memphis. And I disagree with him saying the changing of the guard because you look at it like, man, Golden State, the year that they had without Clay, Golden State gonna get a Western Conference hell next year. So I wouldn't go on and put Memphis from no 8th seed to no 4th seed. Right when Clay get back, it's going back to what it was, and a lot of teams in the West gonna feel it.
Not gonna happen.
KDL.
I think Golden State had a hell of a year based on who they had. That's the same team they had last year. Wiseman, I'm not gonna count Wiseman because he only played half the year. But that's the same team that won 15 games last year without Steph. You put Steph in, not in the 8th, they finished 8th. So that says a lot. They had a great year. You know what I mean? It is what it is. But we felt good about Memphis last year. Remember, Memphis was balling. They got some good young talent, man. We felt good about Memphis last year. So all they did is really picked up where they left off last year. They're gonna be good. They need a couple of vets. I think they was playing the big man last night. They gave him a lot of bogus fouls. I don't agree with half of them. So I think they were trying to foul him out. That's just my opinion. But Memphis gonna be around. Memphis gonna be around. And I like Morant stepped up to the challenge of Steph. You know what I mean? Because the whole hype was on Steph. Morant went in there like, no. I'm here tonight. I'm here tonight, and we're gonna win this. So you got to give it up. The West was better than the East, though.
Look at Sly chopping at the bits. Look at him.
Before we go to Angry Man,
he just want to disrespect a great player. That's all he want to do. But go ahead.
Yeah. Before we go to Angry Man, because I know he about to go off. He about to lose his top like a volcano. But yeah, my man lost, and y'all know I've been an advocate of Steph cooking in the kitchen curry all season long because he's been stirring that pot 24/7, game after game after game. But guess what? They ran out of juice. You get that, Lee? Ran out of juice. You know what I'm saying? But they ran out of juice, and they ran into a hungry young team that came to play. And Kev, you hit it on the head. Your boy came and answered the call.
What are we doing here?
Hey, bro. I'm letting you just cool off for a second. So be cool. I don't want you to blow through
a eulogy.
I don't want you to set Club Lamar on fire when you go off. So I'm trying to get you to cool off. So go ahead. Go ahead, Gray Bush. Let's go.
Hey, it sounds like you're giving a eulogy. I mean, let's just be upfront with what it is. He was arrogant enough to tell John Morant, before you take care of business, let's run it back. So you didn't even have enough confidence to know that you're going to beat the Lakers. So you embarrassed Ja, and that's why you had home court. You beat them the last game of the season, which made you have home court in that game last night. And guess what? You couldn't get the job done because guess what? You don't elevate players. Only thing you care about is statistics. You want to talk about the guy in Washington? That guy ain't never made nobody better. Wiggins, Oubre, Cascano, none of them. Green, he's still averaging a single-double. Nobody. And guess what? You ain't seen Clay in 2 years. Don't give me, when Clay get back, he going to dominate. Clay get hurt. He'll be hurt this preseason. Okay? You ain't seen Clay in 2 years. Well, what I want you to do, have that same energy that you do to Russ. Russ made it. Russ was the worst team in the league to start this season. Your boy wasn't. Guess what? Your boy lost to John Morant. He just beat on the last game. Morant went up there and wore him out. I want you to have the same energy when it comes to wasted stats. You talk about my boy, that 42 was null and void last night. Because guess what? He couldn't even win the play-in game. Neither one.
So let me say this, since you want to compare Washington and Golden State.
Please do.
If you take Golden State and put them in the East, they not the 8th seed, buddy boy. They up in 4, 5, or maybe 3. You know what I'm saying? If you take Golden State and put them over in the East, if you take Washington over and put them in the West, you put them over in the West, they don't even exist. So stop.
Have you looked at the records?
KDL, can you back me up on this, KDL? Come on.
If you put Washington in the West, they win 20 games. So let's look. And they was already 15 games under 500 in the East.
It's a lot of bad teams in the West too. It's a lot of bad teams in the West too, Kevin.
It's really only
two. No, it's more. It's more than that.
Sacramento and New Orleans are the two worst.
No, it's more than that.
Houston and OKC. Now, who else you got?
And the Pelicans, because they can't beat nobody after the fourth quarter.
I gave you New Orleans.
Okay.
You was the same guy, Sly, and me and you made a bet. You said the Pelicans was going to take that spot from Golden State. We bet a bottle. We bet a bottle.
Well, no, we bet no bottle. You lied.
Yes, we did. Because you bet Ben 2-6.
Okay. Come drink it tonight, then. Come drink it tonight.
Thank you, Sweets.
Hey, speaking of bets, Ben owed me a stick from the Golden State game, but that's neither here nor there. I would expect that tonight.
That's right.
But look, I got a question for you, Sly. You say Steph makes no one better.
He don't.
Okay. Who does the guy in Washington make better outside his own stats?
Oh, well, I mean, do you want me to name?
Who's better playing with him?
I'll wait. Because they made it to the playoffs after being the worst team in the league. They started
in the East.
They started off 10. It don't matter when you started. They started off like 0-9, Kevin, or 0-10.
Yeah. They was 15 games. At one point, bro, they was 15 games under 500.
So let me tell you this. Bernard Moore.
Hey, you want to tell the whole government,
Only thing you want
to do,
man. Only thing you want to do is give a guy praise because he shoot threes from half court and they so happen to go in.
They so happen to go in.
Wow. They so happen to go in on a consistent basis, by the way.
Right.
But
hey, Kev.
I see you couldn't answer my question, Sly, so I'm gonna answer Ben. What up, Ben?
So, Kev, you hit it right on the head. Last season, Golden State won 15 games and basically played the whole season without Steph.
Oh,
now they
thing.
got Steph. Same team.
They tanked.
Oh my! Now they tanked.
You know they tanked.
Boy, DY.
Hey, Sly. Your boy in Washington got sent home last year with Harden. Before Harden, it was Paul George. They got sent home. Before that, it was K. Everybody he get with, you talking about he making somebody better. He still goes home after the first and second round. He's never won anything.
Well, first of all, he was in the NBA Finals against Miami. And second of all, they lost in the Western Conference Finals when they was up 3-1. What I want you to do is, statistically, when you come tell me something, at least have the right information. Now go ahead, DY.
No, you're talking about the finals with KD and Harden that they lost, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right, go ahead, D. We ain't gonna spend no more time on that.
I mean, the thing about it is, you alluding to Steph being some sort of stat whore. If you don't think for the last 3 years, and granted, phenomenal feat and all, that Russell Westbrook ain't no stat whore, you out your mind. That boy come back to the bench every time. How many more I need? How many more I need? Or he keeping tracking it. He keeping tracking his head. He ain't looking at how many wins we need to get to the 6 or 7 seed. Or how many wins we need to have home court advantage in the playoffs. He ain't thinking nothing about that.
Right. Watch the game. He always looking up at the scoreboard. He's looking up at the stat box on the stat sheet on the scoreboard.
Always.
Talk to him, DY. Talk to him, DY.
Boy, what I want you to understand is it's harder to average a triple-double than it is to shoot threes from half court.
No, it's not. No, it's not in the NBA. It's not.
Only thing, you
not
know
in the NBA. It's not.
Go read what CJ McCollum said about your boy. Bad, terrible for the NBA. Absolutely trash.
And Sly, Westbrook can't shoot from nowhere.
Who the hell is CJ McCollum?
What the hell can CJ McCollum say about Steph? He just sent his ass home every time they played.
Right.
Hey, Drake, what I need you to do is calm down and hit the bottom.
CJ McCollum? That's like talking about practice day. Yeah, CJ McCollum?
Damn.
We're doing that.
Right. So what's up, fellas? Like we do it in the shop, let's go in the box. Sly been chomping at the bit for this, man. So we finna go in the box, and in the box, our discussion is the MVP race. It is down to 3 finalists right now. 3 finalists right now. Embiid with the Sixers, Joker out of Denver, and you got Mr. Light Skin, as you want to refer to him, Angry Man, Steph Curry. So Embiid, 51 games, 28.5 points, 10 rebounds, 2 assists. The Joker, 72 games. Boy didn't miss a game. 26 points a game, 10 rebounds a game, 8 assists a game. Damn near triple-double. You got Steph Curry, 63 games, 32 points a game, scoring leader for the year, 5.5 rebounds, 6 assists a game. Now, there's another stat I'm going to throw out there. One of 4 players to win multiple scoring titles, MVPs, NBA titles.
You say that to say what?
3 of them is Wilt, Kareem, and MJ. Guess who the 4th is? Steph Curry.
Chef, baby.
The chef. Now, let's go ahead and start. I'm going to let you start it off, Sly. Go ahead. So we in the box, just like we in the cigar shop. Let's talk about it. The MVP race. Who going to get it?
You know damn well a dude that can't even get in the playoffs shouldn't win it. Are you high? The person who should win it should be Joker all day. His numbers validate him being an MVP. He been balling wire to wire. He ain't have 11 games where he was 1 for 2, 1 for 12, 2 for 15 from the three-point shot until he went on a tear at the end of the month. Man, you need to stop, man. You know what killed me? Talk about those bad numbers. You always want to talk about Westbrook. You always talk about Westbrook bad numbers.
He missed 21 games.
Talk about days.
And already a shortened season.
Who?
Embiid.
I'm talking about Joker. I'm talking about Joker.
Hey, have that same energy because we talked about this all week long. And remember, you said
He's
he didn't miss
not
that
going
many
to
games.
win it. Dame already gave you the blueprint. Dame said, I averaged 30 points a game, was an AFC, and didn't win it. He's not.
DY, get in on this conversation, baby. Get in on this.
He didn't make the playoffs. You think he Andre Dawson? You hot.
You know, as much as I hate to admit to agree with this fake ass Richard Roundtree, I think at the end of the day,
Shaft?
No, I'm talking about Richard Roundtree from later movies, the gray beard Richard Roundtree. I'm talking about the Tyler Perry Richard Roundtree, not the famous. So, as much as I hate to admit it, I think you got to give it to Joker because of what he done when they lost Murray. The fact that you kept that team at the top of the standings in the toughest conference in the league, and the fact that he averaged, he got 60 double-doubles in 72 games. To me, that just spells the fact that he will not lose. I just think he got that type of mentality. So I'm going with the Joker.
You're a smart guy, curling all. Right on, DY.
Juice Lee.
I'm going to have to roll with the Joker, man. I wanted to say Embiid because I'm thinking like, I know we had a discussion like the NBA looking for the next face of the league. And Steph, no playoffs, no MVP. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a given. It should be a two-man race. You know what I'm saying? And I liked Embiid earlier, but you can't discredit what the Joker done, man. And I want to see how they play it because that's going to be the face of the league for the next year. So I don't know if they're going to do a split. I don't know if they're going to do a split move or we about to start a wave. Next year, Luka going to be the MVP because the NBA always looking for a face at home to carry the logo. You got these international players. They putting it out there now. So I don't know. Like DY said earlier, you could be looking at the passing of the torch of that, man. Like it's going to be interesting to see. But I'll vote for the Joker.
You're a smart man, Curl.
KD.
Well, I'll say this. The Joker, in my opinion, is going to win it, and he should because he hasn't missed not one single game, and he lost his next best player to injury, and they still maintain their position in the playoffs. And he's put up numbers all year long. Now, at first, it looked like Embiid was going to do it, but he got hurt.
Yeah,
you can't miss 20 games, bro, and still come back and be the MVP. You just simply can't. Now, what the NBA used to do is how Giannis got it. If you had the best record in the league, you finish number one, right? And you usually get the MVP off that. So, yes, Embiid would have gotten it how the NBA usually do it because they finish number one in the East. But Embiid is not going to get it. The Joker is going to get it. I disagree with you, Sweets, on the passing of the torch because the international guys, they'll never be the face of the league. It's going to always be somebody from here. That's just how it goes. Now, the MVP is not about the best player. It's about who had the best year. So the Joker is not from here, but he's had the best year. He'll be the MVP this year. But this ain't no passing of the torch.
No, I just meant going forward. Like, okay, you still got LeBron in the league right now. LeBron is the face of the league. But I'm saying Luka get hot next year and win the MVP. Like we had to talk, I think it was me and Luck, we was talking in the shop. Is it going to be a committee that carry the league going forward, or are you going to hire that one standout guy like LeBron?
They're gonna search for that one standout guy when LeBron. So say LeBron retires, or he announced this is last year. During that year, the NBA is gonna try to pass the torch to somebody as the face of the league. My opinion, it's not gonna be the Joker. It's not gonna be Luka, even though they love Luka. The Joker is just having a hell of a year. They won't be the face of the league. I can't tell you who. So it'd be a group.
Well, they already beat
if Ja played the way he played last night. If Ja played the way he did last night on a consistent basis, best believe his name gonna be in the running.
So the MVP, man, you can't be on the 8th seed every year and be the face of the league. That ain't gonna happen.
So the MVP, Joker win the MVP. He not the face of the league until next year. That's the best player in the league.
No, that's not the best player.
No, you know what I mean. He got the trophy. when Steph got it those years, even with LeBron playing it, Steph was the face of the league those 2 years.
I don't agree with the face of the league because I'm not going to. So you telling me Giannis was the face of the league last year?
He was LeBron, after LeBron shut him down on that defense, but Giannis was hot for a minute.
It was. And he won, and Milwaukee had the best record, and they finished first, and he got the MVP. But that didn't make him the face of the league.
I mean, I agree.
You know what I mean? He the top dog. He got the trophy.
Well, I agree with Damani. I mean, they want Zion. Being the face of the league and winning MVP suites are totally two different things. Because if that's the case, if LeBron been the best player, I mean, something heavy, but let's say the last 13 years, but the first 13, 15 years of his career, okay? But he didn't win MVP every year. I mean, that's a totally different standard to be the face of the league. Like Mike won 6. Mike played for 15, 16 years. So, I mean, to be the face of the league and be the MVP is totally different. Because you could never tell me, well, Barkley didn't win it. Whoever beat Mike out them years, they was the face of the league. No.
Right. I got you.
Barkley did beat him out in 93.
Yeah.
Phoenix had the best record.
Right. So he
but
got
that didn't
MVP.
make him the face of the league. Clearly, Michael Jordan was still the face of the league.
Karl Malone, when they gave Karl Malone over MJ, he wasn't the face of the league.
That was nuts too.
Right. So it's two different things when it comes to that. But this year, it got to be Joker, man. If Joker don't win it, then something wrong.
Yeah, it's got to be. It's got to be.
And I'm going to give y'all a tidbit. Y'all know I love Steph. But you can't have a hot 30 days and all of a sudden you end up third in the MVP. Chris Paul should have been number 3.
As much as I get Steph, because I agree.
It ain't just no hot 30 with him, though, bro. The man led the league in scoring, man. He didn't do that coming down the stretch, bro.
He led the league in scoring.
He caught up the last 30 days.
Hey,
right. First of all, Bradley Beal was leading the league in scoring up until April, but that's neither here nor there. But look, this is what I'm telling you. Yes, he's a bad man. I love Steph.
I don't.
But you can't have a hot run to get in the playoffs and all of a sudden your whole year is counted as MVP. It don't work like that. He should never be over Joker. He should never be over Embiid. You telling me Chris Paul, who took a team that wasn't even in the playoffs last year, to the number 2 seed, shouldn't have finished higher than Steph Curry in the MVP?
I agree.
That's a great point, Kev. That's a great point. But we can clearly see that the guy that got slide put off the intramural team twice was light skinned because he got it in for light skinned guys. That's an amazing fact. I'm just saying.
Even DY. I mean, it's true.
So I right now I think it's a 2-man race, but I would give the nod to Joker. Steph had an amazing year, but 72 games straight, and the fact, Kev, you said it, one of y'all said it, that his right-hand man went down, and they kept him in the same spot for the remainder of the year. And he went down, man, he been out for a month and a half?
No,
he's been out for a minute. And they still at least 2 months, and they still maintain. And he didn't miss a game. The man ain't missed a game all year. And he almost gave you a triple-double every night. He had the best year, man. Come on, man. You can make a case for Embiid because he finished first. But
hey, Vern.
Hey, Vern. Thanks for turning in, man. We talked about that earlier, but this dude, hey, Vernon always get on and he say some bars. You know what I'm saying? And I forgot that he called Matt Becky with the good hair Barnes.
So did he? He sure did. He said he confused. He don't know whether he want to be black or white.
Hey, man, that's crazy. But we'll see how this turns out, man. Sweets, you did put an interesting tidbit out there if they split it. If they do co-MVPs this year, you know what I'm saying?
They don't do no co-MVP. Your boy gets some of it. He's not. So stop wishing.
Hey, I'm not saying it's gonna be
Embiid ball without Simmons.
Well, Simmons.
He had a good year, Sweets, no doubt.
Only thing Simmons good for is running up and down the court.
MVP, man. You can't miss 30 games and still get the MVP. You just can't from a guy that ain't missed no games.
What can they,
Come on,
Kevo?
man.
They can't.
That ain't
Kevo,
right.
you can't play good the last 30 days and get in, or you can't miss. So what can they do to do it? They just got to be Joker, right?
No, what I'm saying is he's had the most consistent year, man.
I got
he missed 30 games, bro. You didn't miss 30 games, then jump over a guy that ain't missed none. His scoring is higher than Joker, and he didn't get more assists. Don't think he get more rebounds while you tripping.
No, I don't.
No.
I mean, I'm not saying Embiid didn't have a good year. I'm saying you can't overjump a guy, miss 30 games, and then come back and overjump a guy that ain't missed no games and ain't never left the top of the MVP.
Facts.
That's all I'm saying.
Hey, right now, this is how I feel about Sly.
What?
What?
Which one am I, Kobe?
You should only wish.
Well, the man said them. Kobe the one getting stolen on.
That's how I feel about you right now.
Y'all gonna quit disrespecting my guy too, man.
Hey, man, this is the greatest two-piece to ever.
Sucker punch the man, man.
I ain't sucker punching me. He looking him dead in the face.
Sucker punch the man.
You looking him dead in the face.
Hey, they got my man Kobe done folded too. After that first one, God.
Hey, Kev.
He ain't see it coming. Sucker punch him, sweet.
He was looking dead at
He was
him.
looking dead at him, man.
The man stole him.
Hey, Ben, what you say? Hey, Ben, what you say? Protect yourself at all times.
He stole on the man.
Hey, Kev, so don't start that. He sucker punched him. He looked him dead in his face.
No, he's dead looking dead at him.
Bro, Kobe wasn't even like this or nothing. Kobe standing straight up talking to the man. The man
Ain't got nothing
That's
to do
his
with
fault.
him. Hold on, that's his
He's
fault.
like, whoa.
That's his fault.
He stole him.
He stole.
No.
He did steal on him. Right in his
No.
face.
A
Right,
sucker
so
punch.
something catch you off guard. You like, hey, oh, whoa. You know what I mean?
Hey, Kev, a sucker punch is what Rudy T got. That was a sucker punch.
Oh, that was terrible.
Hey,
That was terrible.
he flooded Rudy. He flooded him.
Yeah, he should have been thrown in jail.
Who hit Rudy, man? He broke his jaw.
He turned his lights on.
But
You know, boy, get kicked out of the league for that.
He
Hey,
did.
Kevo, he worked with Carmen that day. He hit Rudy. He turned them lights off.
Out.
Be cool, Vernon. Be cool, Vernon.
hey, man. So we had said that we're gonna start some a new segment. Let's get it going. So in this
My man,
segment,
Paul
man,
Mooney.
in this segment, we are about to go through the East and the West playoffs. You tell me, thumbs up or thumbs down. Sweep. What's gonna happen in the game? So let's start off with the East. Because the playoffs start today at 2:00. You got the Wiz at number 8 going against the 76ers at number 1. Is that going to be a sweep, or are we going to get an actual game out of that? KDL.
I want to say sweep so bad, but they'll probably drop one. Washington went one at home, so it won't be a sweep. It'll be 5, though.
5 games. DY.
It'll be 5.
Definitely a sweep. Philly swept the season series. Philly got the second best defense in the league. It's a wrap. Sweep.
Angry man.
Can't stand you, light skin. No, he gonna sweep them. I'm taking my Wizards, Negro Diamonds. They'll beat them 4-3. It's going 7.
Wait, whoa.
And what,
Who
Sega?
gonna win the series? Who gonna win the series?
No, I said the Philly gonna win 4-3. It's going 7.
So you think Washington gonna win 3 games?
Absolutely do.
That means they got to win 1 and
Dude,
3.
I really didn't want to give him 1, bro. I'm being nice. DY just went straight there. I'm trying to be nice. I'm trying to give him 1. Now you going out. Now you out of control.
DY don't watch basketball.
Juice Lee.
I think it's going 6 because with Philly luck, Embiid or Simmons a trip getting off the bus and have to sit out a game.
Wow.
Them two are the most injury-prone superstars I've ever seen, man. So I'm gonna say it's going 6, but Philly gonna get them.
Somebody gonna get a hangnail. Or matter of fact,
That
they're gonna
could
go to
happen.
the barber. They're gonna go to the barber and get a razor line and be like, I can't play.
Wow.
But you gotta see how Bill is, man. Remember Bill still got a bad hamstring, bro.
He
So you
looked
gotta
good
see.
the other night, though. He
Yeah,
looked
he played
good.
the other night.
Yeah.
Well, it ain't
Bradley
gonna
Bill,
bother his jump shot.
Bradley Bill get off the bus and give you 40.
All right.
Yeah.
Celtics at number 7 against Sly's number 2 Nets. Now, can
You already know.
JT continue to tap into his inner Kobe? Angry man. What
You
you
already
think
know
on
how
this
I feel.
series?
You already know how I feel about the light skinned dudes. 4-0 Nets.
Whoa. Hey, Juice.
Tatum, my man, but he going against too much firepower. 4-1.
Man, Millhouse, you my man. Right on. Then you probably right. You know
Well, speaking of who don't watch basketball,
Well, right now, he probably sweating and drunk.
Wow.
yeah, he gotta be. He gotta be.
Wow.
Because now he think they're gonna beat him 4 times.
Hey, man, that's a fella, man. That's a fella. Did this guy say 5-1?
5-1. Yeah,
Did this guy say 5-1? He doing baseball scores.
Right.
Hey, sweet. That's why I say, speaking of who don't watch basketball.
Hey, Juice, what you think about the Celtics next series? What you think it's gonna go?
You say what?
The Celtics next series. How many games is gonna go? And who gonna
5. Nets at 5.
win? Okay.
Go ahead, DY. Take up for your boy.
In honor of all light-skinned brothers,
Here we go.
in America, I'm gonna give Boston 1 win off the sheer fact that Jason Tatum is the number 1 scorer in the league in the 4th quarter. So if any of these games ever come down to it being very close, I got a feeling you might see that magic in one of those games. It could be an elimination game or whatever. Whenever the Nets take the foot off the pedal. So I'll go 3-1 Brooklyn.
KD.
Yeah, it's 5 games. The Nets don't play defense as it is, and Boston don't have enough scoring power. Tatum will have one night. He'll have a night, probably at home. So Nets in 5.
Well, we can also say goodbye to Brad Stevens too.
Good riddance.
Yeah, he gonna win 1 game on his way out.
You gonna say good riddance? Damn, sweet.
He done took that team to the floor, man.
They just been throwing him out. But you know what? Hey, man,
Brown is hurt.
To his defense, as players, you can't keep losing 20-point leads in the second half or 4th quarters and blame the coach. At some point, you gotta take responsibility for yourself as players, man. It ain't all the coach.
I seen the Bulls get him the business 2 weeks ago.
Every time.
And Danny Ainge got to take responsibility for putting this team together. Like, it's a lot of blame, bro. It's a lot of blame. Danny Ainge sitting on
every time. Hey, Kevo, every time I hear you say to his defense, whether it be Kwame Brown or whatever, I just see you throwing a pillow on the floor for a grown-ass man who's about to fall. That's his team. That's his team, his decision. Get his ass out of there.
So, Sweets, if you don't play defense and you give up rebounds and you give up fast break points, that's Brad Stevens' fault.
He the coach, right?
If you up 20 in the second half and you lose without even going to overtime, that's Brad Stevens' fault.
It all goes back to the coach.
Hey, Kev, you just
described
the Nets. You just described the Nets too. You know that, right?
The Nets.
You just described them the same way. I'm just saying. But that's neither here nor there.
Well, we as the rounds go on, Ben, glad you said that. As the rounds go on, Steve Nash is going to get tested on how he coaches. Because if the Nets run into Miami or Milwaukee, they're gonna have a series on their hands. So we're gonna see. We're gonna see Steve Nash, you can really coach.
Speaking of that, the Heat in Milwaukee, number 6 and number 3. Now the Heat got this thing called the Wall. So how's that series gonna pan out? DY.
You know, this probably gonna be the most competitive series because that Miami team that you seen in the playoffs last year, I think you're gonna now that everybody's healthy and they back and they got a little momentum, you're gonna start seeing that team this year heading into the playoffs. He top 10 defensive team. You know, the Bucks, even though they're not seeded number one, this might be their opportunity to really go deep into the playoffs. This is a tough one to call. Milwaukee in 6.
Ooh, Milwaukee in 6. House say it's gonna be Miami 4-3. Sly, what you got?
Man, I got Milwaukee all day, 5-1.
5-1.
I mean 4-1.
Okay.
Beating them at 5.
Juice.
I'm going Miami 4-2.
What?
Yeah, I'm going Miami 4-2.
What you got?
I don't see much that changed with Milwaukee from last year. And like he said, they killed them with that wall. And we know Middleton. He find a hole and go hide in the playoffs. So, I mean,
I really feel like changing my vote. I really feel like changing my vote at this point.
KDL.
Well, I hate to agree with Millhouse because it's a bad look for basketball in general. But I got Miami at 7. I got Miami at 7. Let me tell y'all something. The playoffs are about matchups. This is a bad matchup for Milwaukee. Miami.
Yep.
It's a bad matchup. Just like if Milwaukee wins, that's a bad matchup for Brooklyn. So it's about matchups, bro. And this is the worst thing Milwaukee could have ran into was Miami first round.
No team
it's gonna
in
cost
the East is
it's gonna cost Budenholzer his job too. Watch what I say.
No team in the East can beat the Nets. Stop it.
So
the Nets can beat themselves.
Right.
So
and Milwaukee just beat them the last 2 games, Sly, but that's neither here nor there.
So the last game in the East, you got the number 5 Hawks against the number 4 Knicks. Now, McMillan just got hit for 25 stacks for comments he made about the Knicks, saying that the NBA wanted them in the league, in the playoffs. He made some comments and he tried to dial it back, and he got hit for 25 stacks. So, who y'all got on this game? Slide off.
Oh, I'm going all. I am gonna go with the light skinned dude. I'm gonna go with Trae Young. Even though it bothers me, but I'm gonna go with Trae Young because I don't believe anytime you play Derrick Rose up 30 and he blow his knee out, I have no faith in the Knicks coach. I'm going Atlanta all day.
Juice.
Period, point blank.
As much as I hate to say it because I'm a Bulls fan, I'm taking the Knicks.
What?
Young, scrappy team, man. I'm taking the Knicks. I like Randall. I like what they doing down there. They look much better than the team we thought we was going to have here that didn't even make the play-in, that everybody was so hyped about a mid-season trade that was supposed to push us over the hump. So the Knicks did something right this year. I'm going to ride with them in this series.
Hey, they're going to put you in one of Spike going to hit us, and he's going to put you in a movie, baby. Spike coming for you. KDL.
I got the Knicks in 7. Trae Young cannot beat the Knicks by himself. So I got the Knicks in 7. I think New York is a better defensive team. That Trae Young ain't gonna run off 30 and 40 every night, and they're gonna need that from him to win. So I got Knicks in 7. So after that, it's over with after that for the Knicks. But I got to win the first round. And by the way, Nate McMillan was right. He just shouldn't have said it publicly.
Facts. DY.
Knicks got the 4th ranked defense in the league. Knicks in 5.
Damn,
you giving them 1? Damn.
Yeah, because who else? If they shut down Trae, what else? Who else they got?
That's what
John Concact.
he said John Concact.
From the 80s. Then he played with Damani.
Damn.
All right, man, baby. Let's get to the West. Baby. So we got Ja at number 8 against the Jazz. Now, Jazz is not that like this team that's just dominant. Like they gonna come in and just sweep. Sly Dog, what you got on this series?
Man, as much as I like Ja, man, and I really do, I'm gonna take the Jazz, man. Maybe 4-1, 4-2. I'll say 4-1. John and them ain't going. They're not ready yet.
KDL.
I got the Jazz in 5, man. Memphis will get a game at home just because they're scrappy. But I want to tell y'all something. Donovan Mitchell hasn't played in, a month? Something like that? This is his first game back to game 1 of the playoffs. He won't be 100%. So I want to see if Morant goes at him. Well, no, he's gonna go at Conley. I'm sorry. He'll go at Conley. But watch Utah. Because Mitchell is just now coming off injury. So watch it. But they'll beat Memphis 4-1.
Juice.
4-2 Utah. I got to see if Donovan get if I knew like Kevin said how Donovan gonna play, I'd probably say 4-1. But that Memphis team look ready, man. But they got to take their lumps just like any up and coming team. So I'm gonna say they still 2, but they still going home 4-2.
Really interested to see the Conley Ja Morant matchup, but at the end of the day, Utah's always better with or without Donovan Mitchell. They still a better team. 4-1 Utah.
KDL, I'm coming to you on this one first. Number 7 Lakers against the number 2 Suns. Now this is a great series in the making. Chris Paul, wily veteran, against the face of the league, LBJ.
His best friend.
Right.
What you got?
The boat boy. The boat boy.
Godfather for crying out loud. You know that's the son's godfather for crying out loud. LeBron James. But Lakers in 6. Let's just get it out the way. Lakers in 6. As that series goes on, the Lakers will find their groove, barring injury. As the series goes on, because this is what they do, game 1 is gonna be a playout game. I wouldn't be shocked if Phoenix won. I wouldn't.
They gonna
As
win.
the series goes on, is where the Lakers either figure you out, or they'll get in their groove. So I got Lakers in 6.
Whoa, Suns 4-1 from Millhouse.
Well, you know
he would say that.
Right. Here,
Lakers
LeBron.
in 6 from Lefty. Well,
it's hard for me to agree because it's a bad look with my fellow council brothers. But I'm gonna go with Lefty. I'll take 4-2 Lakers. I think the Suns will get the first one, but they won't win another one for a while to maybe the 4th game. But Chris Paul he gets hurt in the playoffs, so I'm guaranteed that'll happen again. 4-2 Lakers.
DY.
Phoenix Suns got the best record at home, but I fully expect the Lakers to come through, and if they do win, they of course gonna win it in the Staples Center. So gotta go Lakers in 6. But that Phoenix team, I give them a lot of credit, man. 10 years without going to the playoffs, but Lakers in 6.
Cigar Bazaar, what up? He say Phoenix will definitely win game 1.
I can see that. And then the world gonna panic. Oh, look at the Lakers. Oh my God. They're gonna right. So you know the reaction when they lose game 1. All right. Just stay tuned. Lakers in 6.
What you got, Juice?
I want to say the Lakers 4-1 because I'm gonna take a slide. I'm gonna take a page out of slide page. Chris Paul is a scrappy veteran, but you can't go to war with LeBron and AD with waffle color Booker. So
waffle color.
Yeah, waffle color.
See?
So them playoff lights gonna be too much for them. I think the Lakers gonna take them out. Actually, I think like everybody said, they gonna get that first game, but the Lakers gonna run them out the building after that. And that's gonna be one of them games that Chris Paul will himself to win.
Keith Miller.
Chris Paul.
What I need you to do is put alcohol in your sweat rag on your laptop and close
Damn.
it.
Hey, Lefty said Drake color.
House hate LeBron so bad that he thinks Phoenix gonna win 4 games and the Lakers only gonna win 1.
Yeah.
Like that's not even NBA logic. But you hate LeBron so bad that you gonna say something ignorant like that.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
He did. And told us we ain't got our own mind.
All right, so number 6, you got the Blazers and the Nuggets. Dame time, or will the Joker be laughing?
Oh man, I think
Fly.
as much as I like the Joker, man, I think Dame, but Dame choke a lot too, though. Golly, I'm gonna go pick Dame, man, to finally win. If it's going 7. I'm gonna pick them, man, because Lala husband, he'll probably come through some of them games. So I'm gonna pick Lala husband and them to win.
And you be dogging that man though.
Who?
You.
Lala husband?
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
put some respect on that man's name, man.
That man got a name, man. That man was an all-star before he was La husband, man. Give that man respect.
He don't even run his own household. He don't even run his household no more. So
he going to the Hall of Fame. So respect that man.
Well, Lala husband, he gonna do pretty good. So and Dame and CJ. So hey,
So Lefty says it's gonna go in 7, but he's not 100% confident because this is gonna be a game. This is gonna be a series. DY.
Very exciting series. One thing I will say about Portland, 7 wins this year when trailing by 15 points or more. You only see stat lines like that when it come to playoff basketball because it's so competitive. But they are bottom 5 team on defense for the last 2 years running. So Denver's gonna get them. I'm really going Denver in 5. I don't see Dame getting 2 games out of this.
You always hate the brown skin brothers. I get it.
DY just hit it on the head.
Hold on, Kev. Did you see what this dude just said? She tastes like honey, not Cheerios. That is so disrespectful. Your inner science just came out.
Come on, man.
That was wild.
Come on, man. KG's in the Hall of Fame, man.
But I agree with it. I agree. Lala husband didn't say much. He went and got the police and everybody else.
No, he was waiting at the bus though. He was waiting at the bus though.
He was waiting at the bus.
He didn't even shower. He went straight to the bus.
Hey, Juice, what you got on this series, man?
I got Denver in 6.
What?
I ain't bad. I got Denver in 6, man.
KDL.
Oh, Lala choke again.
Took the words right out of my mouth, Sweets. Denver in 6. DY hit it on the head. Portland don't play a lick of defense. Dame and CJ is not going to beat the Joker, right? And Denver plays well. Nurkic will get hurt putting his shoe on. So who's gonna guard the Joker?
He had 1 injury.
Come on, man. He always hurt.
Man.
He put his shoe on and trip over the line.
Dude.
He do that. Tell me he don't get hurt a lot.
He don't. He had that 1 injury, bro. Stop.
Come on, man. He just got hurt again.
Hey, man. Hey, this last game, you got the number 5 Mavs versus the number 4 Clippers. Now, this is a return matchup from the bubble. Is this payback time? Because, man, they was going at it. They got chippy, especially with the Morris twin on the hard fouls on Luka. So this right here could be this is a slug match. So what y'all got? Juice.
I'm going Mavericks 4-3.
Ooh, you going Mavs. Okay, DY.
I love the Mavs. They really to me took a slight step backwards this year. And the Clippers actually ranked top 10 in both offense and defense this year. I'm gonna take Clippers in 6.
Angry man.
Give me the Mavs in 7. I don't trust a dude that got stepped over by Iverson. I can't trust him coaching no team, even though he won. It took LeBron to win that team. I can't trust him. I can't trust Bill Paul. I can't trust what's the dude named PG. I can't trust him because he playoff P. He like strippers and getting them pregnant. I can't trust Kawhi. I can't. I just can't, man. So no. No, Paul George, I can't trust you. You don't show up in the playoffs because you at the strip club. No, I'm good. No, I'm good. No, I'm good.
KDL.
I got an upset. I got Dallas in 7 because the game 7 will be in LA. But by the time if the Clippers let Dallas tie it up 3-3 going back to LA, Clippers gonna lose that. I already told y'all they ain't got no heart and that terrible and pressure situation. I already told y'all. So if that series stretches on and it gets to a game 7, I got Dallas. And then watch Clipperland explode when they lose this year.
Well, if they lose this year, guess what? Kawhi's gone. Only thing you got left is PG, and they go into Clipper hell again.
Yep.
But that's neither hitting in on there. Now, fellas, this has been a very entertaining show. You all been some fools. Our comment section been ringing off, man. And we at the end of our 2 hours, man. So we're going to do our parting shots, man. So, DY, this is your first time on the show, man. We're going to let you start off. Ring it off.
Man, first and foremost, again, just appreciate the opportunity to come out here with you good brothers and have this shop talk like we do all the time, man. All the people out there making comments, definitely appreciate that. Looking forward to today, man. Playoff starting. This is what we all look forward to. I'm on vacation next week, so you will catch me at your local lounge sipping and smoking for the next week, watching these playoff games.
Juice.
Oh man, want to first of all say what up to Luck and PG, who ain't here this week. Luck is always 5 o'clock somewhere, and to the fellas on the board. Next time, DY, don't take up two parking spaces in the guest parking. I had to park around the corner, man, and walk. So, you know what I'm saying? Let your brother in next time. But I had a great time today. Thanks to everybody who chimed in, comment section, everything. And y'all know me. I'll be out here drinking, man. Y'all will see me somewhere today. Love.
Angry man.
Hey, man, look here, man. I've missed a few weeks. I hadn't been on there. You know, I hadn't been on here, man. Glad to be back. You know, hey, look. Every Saturday, this is what we do. Hey, look, PG, y'all be back. DY, my man Drink, y'all was good, man. I appreciate the love, fellas. And KDL, you are who we thought you were.
Let's go, KD.
I'm the one that makes sense on the show, but that's neither here nor there. I appreciate everybody tuning in, man, per the usual, man. Rocking with us on Saturday, man. Y'all could be doing anything. Y'all choose to rock with us every Saturday. And hope y'all enjoy the show. We try to keep it entertaining and all that. I'll say this. Today is going to be, 90 degrees? I ain't going to pick up an outfit that contains a hot jacket that I'm going to have on later, but it's all good. We all support. Fly, Sweets, Ben, DY. See y'all later, baby. Let's get it.
Well, I know how your jacket going to look. It's going to consist of, it's going to be all leather with a breast inside of it.
Damn.
Well, it ain't going to be that Big Bird outfit you had for New Year's that year. I ain't going to never forget that.
Boy, don't have me put it on to come up there.
it ain't going to be that.
I still got it.
That would be a no.
I might.
So, hey, fellas, I enjoyed my time with you guys today, man. To everybody that watched the show, we are the holiday weekend. We will be off for the holiday, man. We're gonna take a hiatus, and when we come back, we're gonna be deep into the NBA playoffs, and we're gonna go hard on everything that's been happening in the NBA. We'll throw out so if anything pops up on the football scene, whatever. But it's gonna be NBA playoff talk, and we're gonna go ham. So, man, as I always say, where there's smoke,
there's fellas.
There's the fellas.
What's up, Bunny?
What up?
What's up, Bunny?